This is actually a podcast.
Yeah, this will be episode 0,
No schmucking way.
and the name of the podcast is
Oh,
Gus.
oh.
Oh, Gus isn't here. He's
Wait,
the only one who has the name of the podcast.
he's the one who's the name of the podcast.
Yeah, it's so it's can't really name it without him. Shame because this is dumb. I'm looking right now at the Discord, and he is not even online.
God, Adam, at Gus.
Where did
Oh my
Gus?
God, he said it 3 minutes ago. 5
Also,
minutes ago.
like with the recording right now, I just have recording our orbs and like a black screen.
Make it a green screen. I could get rid of the green screen.
I don't know how to make it into a green screen. The color source? I guess I could do color source. What color is green?
Just a bit longer. Freaking Gus, dude. What color is green? Green, frick you. Like what color code is it? What code is it?
Yeah. Okay. I put it so. Okay. See, but now the issue is right. Like our green dots. You think like the green when we talk is gonna be? Could you blue screen?
Okay.
Could you blue screen? Is that it?
Fuck. I gotta work on it tomorrow. I
Blue
gotta check it
screen.
out tomorrow.
Oh, make it blue. All right. It is now blue. That's a good contrast.
Alright, I'm gonna change my profile picture real quick for no apparent reason.
Okay. Be careful because like we're able to see the profile picture. So if it's something weird or risky.
I want to choose the Chaos Combathon one.
Oh, okay. If the audience was wondering what mine is, it's me with a Kick Butowski inspired helmet. Well, I'll work through that. Oh, all right. Gustavo says he needs just a bit longer.
Do you see the change over here? Did it register the change already?
I still see Joey here. Oh, there it is. I see it. It just changed right now, this instant.
Nice.
Yeah, that's on the spot. It updates.
Podcast 0. This is hard.
Yeah. Feel free to.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. See, we know all the memes. We're up to date.
So podcast 0. What's this gonna be about? FL Avenue or?
I think we should save FL. This should be like its own special episode. FL Avenue.
Okay, then what about? Oh, dude. Oh, well, this isn't a topic, but recently, look at this meme. Look at this freaking meme right here.
Okay, I'm checking my Discord DMs.
For audio listeners, the meme was too loud, but it had something to do with Filipino people voting for the son of a dictator. Now back to the show.
1 in 3 vote, but it was like the Filipinos, like.
Oh, so like what place is this?
The Philippines, freaking.
Well, you're saying like it's a 1-3 vote for Filipinos, and like that sounds like a third of the population is Filipinos, and they all voted for a certain person.
No, they lost. They lost.
Oh, the Filipinos lost.
No, okay. So the population is Filipinos,
Right.
and
Yeah.
the vote was 1 in 3, but people the one that lost, the one in the other 3 that lost, were people who were actually voting for a dictator's son.
You're kind of losing me here. So you're saying that okay? So who did the 2/3? Who did the 2/3 vote? Did the 2/3 vote for the son?
No, the 2/3 did not vote for the son. Only 1/3 voted for the son.
Okay, 1/3 voted for the son. Is the son good?
Ooh, I don't know that. I just know that they were voting for a dictator's son. We have to ask us what we want to freaking put the topic on too.
Yeah, I mean, because like I've given a topic, you've given a topic.
This is honestly going to be one of the most iconic ones, so we have to make this one count.
Yeah, like they're gonna everyone's gonna come back to this for nostalgia. Like 20 years later, you see this is where it all begun. This is where the empire started.
You're making me want to record now, God.
I hope I am recording. Like I don't even know how OBS works. Like,
you don't want to check it out?
What?
You don't want to check it out?
No. Again, this is episode 0. If mistakes are to be made, it should be made. They should be made so I can learn. You don't learn if you do everything perfectly.
You're right.
Like it's just our 2 green dots, our names, and like a big blue screen. That's all I'm recording right now.
Okay. The main problem I see here is that you're gonna want to upload it, and it's gonna be like 2 days to actually upload it. Freaky.
What?
It takes a while to actually upload a video. I hope you know this.
I mean, okay. You're a YouTuber or something?
Oh, oh.
Honestly, you're coming at me like as if you know the ins and outs of it all. I mean, if you check my YouTube history, like I've been on this platform for like 13 years now.
Wait, have you actually?
I mean, just
I'm
look at my
checking.
about page.
I'm checking.
2012, frick, actually approaching 10 years. My 10-year anniversary. I should probably do a video actually on November 15th.
No, wait, 2012.
Oh, so, I'm doing it. I'm gonna set up my calendar. I'm gonna do a 10-year anniversary special, looking back. Maybe I'll do some director's commentary on every single one of my videos. Me and you could do like you and I, we just watch all my old videos together and just commentate, and I'll give some trivia. We'll have a big laugh.
I'll only be there for the meme minions.
Freak, you can watch the Almost Incredible Crew.
No, I don't want to watch the Almost Incredible Crew.
Oh, why not? What?
Do not watch the Almost Incredible Crew. Worst
Dude.
mistake.
Scooter Fail is an all-time classic.
Wait, which one?
Scooter Fail. It's where we rode scooters and then fell.
Oh, Scooter Fails, yeah.
You know, because the fail scene was pretty big. I was trying to like cash in on these trends.
You're like, oh my god, oh!
Yeah, they may or may not have been forced. And you probably hear me like one of the scenes telling my cousin like, fall down right now.
Almost Incredible Crew, Impossible Scooter Fail.
Oh, I should save it for November 15th, the anniversary.
Alright. I was actually gonna watch it right now, actually.
Yeah, and I know that's what you usually do.
You know, ironically enough, BRAN is actually older than Comethan.
Ooh.
Ron?
Oh, wait. Did you like repurpose that from something else?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that actually.
So Comethan is 2020. And then let me see the other one. 2017, damn.
2017.
3 years older.
I mean, you could do a 5-year anniversary soon. Well, oh, I guess I could just to have it already in here and to prep the audience. I'll have the bot. I'll have Gus's voice ready.
Get him ready.
Okay. As you can see there, I believe through the stream, Kit will be Gus's voice. Since Gus
Kit?
cannot. Kit. Or or KITT. I don't know how would you say that?
Kit.
Kit will be Gus's voice since Gus cannot talk past 10. He is
Yeah, Gus is full. Gus is
30, still living with his parents, and Mr. Kurt for you on him. Even though he has a full job and everything.
Grown-ass man still living with his parents. Yeah, he's got no car. Yeah, he's got no car. He's got no job.
Yeah, I think it's funnier that the fact that he does have all these things, like he has all the things like an adult would have, you know, and he's still treated like a kid. You know.
Well, the car's not even his. The car is not even his. The car is his dad's.
Still, he puts gas in it, goes to school, goes to work. He's doing it all, and it's still not enough.
I think it's the fact that he shares a room, you know, with his siblings.
That's true too, I guess. They don't want them staying up, but I don't know. Gus needs to move out.
Yeah, Gus does need to move out. Can we get some funds for Gus's new movie, please?
Yeah, that leads me to the next topic. We are starting a Kickstarter for Gus moving out. I think we want to move to Japan.
Oh, dude, I've been thinking about going to Japan for a while now.
Yeah, I know. Don't you and Gus want to do a trip?
Yeah, only me and Gus with no one else.
Yeah, but see, the funny thing is, I think at the exact same like weekend, I'm also going.
We don't have a date. We don't have a date, Ricky.
Yeah, like me either. But I don't know why. But it's like around the time you guys are going. Yeah, and like I don't know if I end up like going on the same plane as you guys, that'd be kind of cool. But who knows? It's kind of fate. These things.
We'll meet each other at the airport. We're like, where are you going, Javier? No, Japan. You know, he's like, what specific place in Japan? Oh, you know, Nagasaki.
Yeah, the
like,
Nagasaki hotel, floor 3.
Wait, that's what coincidence. We're on floor 3.
I mean, it's gonna happen, and we're gonna see a lot of. What is even to do in Japan? Like, what can a guy do?
Me and Gus were just gonna get like wasted, like
sake. Sake.
Yeah, sake.
Dude,
sake.
I took a Japan class. I know all about sake.
Dude, there's this one TV show called Your Name or movie.
Your Name.
And like That they make sake with spit, dude. They make sake with spit.
Well, like human spit or like
Yeah, it's called your names. Goes making sake with their spit.
people drink it?
Yeah,
Wait,
people
do
drink.
they know? Do they know there is?
I hope so.
You watched the movie? You should know.
Okay, they did drink it. Yes, they did.
Well, I'm saying that they did drink it, but I'm saying like, did they go and say, "Could I get spit sake?" Did they specifically ask?
Okay, no, it was some random guy who found a shrine with the sake that the lady spit in, and he drank it. He drank the sake in the shrine. That wasn't for him. That was for like a deity.
See, I mean, this is why I don't watch like anime stuff. Kind of weird for me, you know.
I mean, what about Fully Cooley? Freak you.
See, that one doesn't count.
You're talking trash on this when Fully Cooley is literally one of the most weirdest animes that I've ever seen, dude. Get out of my face.
I mean, there's no spit. There's no spit drinking. There's no freaking drinking spit.
I swear there was just like one scene.
For
I
what?
swear
For
for
what
with
happens?
spit.
No, there was a scene where the one girl was freaking sucking the popsicle. That's the closest thing we get to saliva, I think. Maybe now it spits out something at one point. I can see that happening.
Oh yeah, when he was eating the grape.
Yeah, was it like Little Boy Goes to New York or something? I don't know.
I don't. This was spicy, dude.
It was, even though it was like Junior Curry.
Yeah, it's like Little Prince goes to New York. And he's like,
Little Prince.
He's like, I don't care why he goes to New York. Why is this so hot? This shit was hot. This was funny.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna test out the bot right now just to again give the audience a little taste. So what should the kit bot say?
Little baby bunker buckers.
Little Prince goes to New York.
No.
Right, so audience, this will be when Gustavo joins, even though he's like 20 minutes late. This will be his voice.
Little Prince goes to New York.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So I'm putting the value up.
I might need to balance that as well. Actually, I don't know. That's kind of all right as long as no one's talking over him.
Frick, what's a good topic for tier 0 for
episode
podcast 0? Yeah, episode 0.
I mean, you could like look around your room and just like name a thing. We'll just talk about it.
Let's talk about gambling.
Yeah, gambling.
Gambling.
Gambling. I want to gamble.
You're about to be able to gamble.
Yeah, I think that is my plan on my birthday week. I guess I'm going to go to Vegas.
Are you actually?
Yes, I am.
Because I'm actually going to go to Vegas on my birthday.
See, the funny thing is, right, is you're not invited, but like our birthdays are pretty close to each other, so that's kind of funny. It's kind of a funny coincidence.
I will not specify my birthday.
It's a big secret. I think like a couple years ago, Daniel let out his birthday, and he was hacked the next day, so he just doesn't want to go through that again, which I totally understand.
I will say it rhymes with schmoggest.
My birthday's in August. But see while August does rhyme with schmoggest, it is not August. Like his birthday is not in August, even though it does rhyme.
Yeah, just because it rhymes doesn't mean it implies. Frick you guys.
Daniel, I'm gonna cut out the part where you said earlier it rhymes with schmoggest, because that implies. So, anyways,
it implies what, Frick you?
It implies that it implies that it's in August.
Yeah. Okay.
But don't worry, this whole conversation will be cut out. So this is let me cut into action. There you go. This is a new scene now.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. We took a little break. Frick us,
Well, he's taking a sweet ass time.
Yeah, when you were like, hey, to 11:20, literally about to be 11, gonna join. We could have been playing Dark Souls.
We could have actually freak us.
Yeah, or just anything really. But I mean, I guess we're doing a podcast, so that's also a use of time.
Hold on, my mom's freaking calling me, but
Okay, I'll have a conversation with the robot about that, audience. How are you doing today, kids?
I am good.
That's that's pretty cool, kid. I'm doing pretty good myself here. It's a Sunday night. That's when we're recording today.
Sunday night. Is it Sunday? What the fuck is it Sunday?
Daniel's back. Yeah, it is in fact Sunday. We have our Lord. I am religious canonically.
Jesus, it's Sunday, bro.
Yeah.
I forgot to get in good with the Lord today.
Hey, you can't forget. I mean, there's still time to. You can even do it during this podcast.
All right, you're right.
We'll have a 5-minute session where we give our praise.
I will not say which religion I am praying to. I will not specify.
Believe in Gokuism?
I will let the chat.
That's fucked up.
Gokuism.
That's fucked up.
That's my own personal thing. and I get ridiculed for it, but you know, it's kind of just part of the gig I signed up for. So we're talking about gambling, right? That was the conversation we were having.
Yeah, gambling.
How much are you like you go? How much are you bringing to the table? You know, how much are you willing to put down?
Fuck. If I go gambling, I'm gonna probably bring a good $10,000. No,
10,000.
that's too much. Like,
Yeah, you
when you
got the
think about it,
gun.
that's too much. No, I don't. At most 5,000.
Yeah, it's still quite. Oh yeah, 5,000. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's enough to get some money out of it.
Yeah, or lose a lot out of it.
It's basically the stock market, but I'm actually getting to see what happens. I love cards.
Yeah. How are your stock?
Anything that involves drawing a card and shuffling a deck, I'm in. You know.
Dude, as soon as you see those slots spinning, I'm grinning. You know. So
I think honestly, okay, sorry, excuse me, Lord. I hate the slot machines. I think that's literally one of the worst things you could do if you go to a casino. Because the payout, yeah, of course it's big, but the chances of actually winning something massive from it is incredibly low. You have a better chance of getting shocked by 2 lightning bolts in the same area while getting scratched by a squirrel who's somehow shockproof. It's like getting hit by a twin hurricane that formed right on you. That's the chances of you actually winning a slot machine, that getting a good payout at least for it. It's just, I would not recommend, if you go to a casino, any casino, you should not go and use the slot machines. You will lose your money. You will, okay, you might win a little bit, you might get $100 from it, but ultimately the payout for it is incredibly low. And yeah, you can play
Free
pennies.
100 has joined the channel.
Who's this?
oh, is that freaking Gustavo?
Welcome to Podcast Zero, Gus. You're
Goodbye.
late.
Hello.
There you go. Oh yeah,
Good
also
thing you
Gus
have
is
that plan.
yeah, there is a cooldown, Gus. It's good.
Gus, yeah, you have 10. Yeah, don't make your words count, Gus. Freak you.
But anyways, oh yeah, also Gus, we're recording a podcast right now too, so you joined right in the middle of that.
In the Podcast Zero, Gus.
Yeah, this is podcast
Feel
zero.
free to screenshot.
Might be -1, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, I guess it's typing up a storm right
Not
now.
a whole lot of talking. You sure this is a podcast?
Shut up, Gus. Get out of here.
Yeah, you know, Gus, I think I was happier when you weren't here, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Trust me, dude. Like, we've been going for like 2 hours now. There was a lot of convo happening. And when you joined,
Yeah. Also, you're late. You're late, Gus. You have no say in this. Get out of here.
51.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're on
51?
51. I'm waiting for the lobby.
Oh, you're okay. Let me get on 51 then.
It's not like we were about to play Dark Souls because someone was late.
Yeah, we could have been playing Dark Souls.
Anyways, Gus, topic 0 is gambling.
I guess feel free to talk about gambling.
Javier, what gameplay are you gonna put for the background?
I
If you
love
do
gambling. The thought of burning my money away fills me with joy.
freak you, cuz you're not
They-
burning your money for something.
Well,
Okay, the thing about gambling is that it's a speculative risk. You know, you're not specifically burning your money. Honestly, you could call me addicted to it, but it's just amazing. It's like I get to fight against people without words or strength. It's literally just a luck. It's literally just a luck game. You got to know the odds. Like slot machines, I was just talking about it. Slot machines are. It's like I've been to a casino before. I am not going to use slot machines ever again. Like I'd rather play cards against the house. You know, like for example, 21.
Daniel, do you know what the best part of gambling is?
You know what, guys? I'm gonna ignore you on that one. There's
These
3.
nuts.
Yeah, it's very funny, Gus. Very dull for you. He used 10 seconds. He used the countdown just to say these. Let's get him out of here, Javier. Freaking.
I mean, you know, it's his choice what he does with his time. Respect it. Okay, poker. Or no, you guys want to do something else? We'll do poker first.
Let's talk about poker. You guys think
Javier, I
users?
just want to say that I love you.
Whoa.
You guys, I don't even know. You kind of caught me off guard with that comment. I'm kind of blushing here. I'm kind of I mean, that's thank you, bro. Like I like you too, dude. You know?
Oh, what do you guys? Do you think Yu-Gi-Oh's gambling? Do you guys think Yu-Gi-Oh's gambling?
I think it's a competitive card game.
That's literally gambling, though.
But are you betting money?
You can.
Javier, why don't you raise these nuts?
Raise the bets?
These nuts, he says.
Raise these nuts. That's a good question, Gus. I don't know why I don't raise these nuts. I'll get right on that. That'll be my next step in this poker game.
I'll make sure to look into that. Thank you for letting me know, Gus.
Gus won the first round.
Free chips.
Yes.
Did you already end the podcast?
I'm thinking about it. I think we're out of topics. I think we covered it all. We covered all the controversies of the week. We covered all the gaming news.
See, this is why like a lot of podcasts do like stories, because they're reading off of something that's already been written before.
I mean, the podcast I watch, the host usually has a list of topics already pre-made, like 5 or 6, and the cast just kind of riffs on that for the entirety of the show.
And how long is the show?
For that one, that's an hour. I watched one that's 2 hours where they also take questions from the audience, and that adds another hour, just answering a bunch of questions from the audience.
I think we'll just leave it at an hour, but we do need a list of topics.
Yeah, I think that's again, this is episode -1. We're learning. This might not even go up, but we are learning. We are adapting, growing, all that kind of stuff.
You see, the problem is I'm not carrying the podcast like I should.
You're not carrying you, Gus? You're not carrying.
Well, actually, I remember when we were talking about making a podcast, because was like, I want to be the host. I want to be the guy.
Yeah, freak you, Gus.
And you
Go
know,
and say.
if you want to be the guy, be the guy. Bring a list of topics. Bring a freaking, bring your own voice. Sometimes I'm using Kit. Because why don't you also freaking set up the overlay in the recordings? Freak you.
Hold up, Javier. His 10-second cooldown's not up yet. We have to wait.
I will, but some people not gonna name names thought it was a good idea to do it late.
Okay, I mean, what other time are you gonna do it, Gus? You're not gonna wake up at 5 in the morning just to freaking do it. And I got 2 jobs, Gus. You can't blame me for anything.
Just think that we're all friends here, and we podcast, and some people can talk, some people can't. And it's just that's life. We'll move ahead.
It's called compromises, Gus. And what we're doing right now, you know the reason why you're talking right now? It's because we compromised, alright? Frick you, Gus. You brought this on yourself. I'm pointing you out.
Gus, I'm happy you have a voice. I'm happy we were able to work that out for you, to give you a robot voice. Or like a little Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, you're a little paralyzed man.
We need a studio staff.
We need a studio staff, he says.
What?
With 0 money in his bank account.
What's the staff going to do for us?
Yeah, what's the staff going to do that we can't do, Gus? What, give us canned laughter?
That's as in quick. Oh, we need a studio stat. Okay, so studio.
Oh, quick.
I think we just need to be able to coordinate our schedule. And someone, or we all bring some topics to the table.
We all each 5. We'll have to each bring 5 every day, or what?
We don't need to specify a number. Just like you see something interesting in the day or in the week. Like maybe Gus is up to date on his freaking like Kanye news or something. We give him some Kanye stuff.
Dawn to 2.
And I bring up that Street Fighter 6 will be revealed in 55 minutes or something. And then Daniel can talk about like, hey, but the new Honda? We see the new Honda core?
Hello, I didn't even talk about Honda this whole time until you actually brought it up right now.
I mean, I'm just saying, we all have our niches that we're into. We could all bring that to the podcast. We don't have to like specify. You need 5, you need a 10. You can bring in just one topic, and it could just be a shorter episode. That's fine. We are not constricted to any rules.
Yeah, we're not time based. We're not
You will
time.
bring my fat cock.
God.
And Gus bring his fat cock, his fat juicy delicious
Nice,
puppy.
nice cooldown, Gus.
I think that'd be good. Again, this is
Yeah,
episode -1. We're
roll
figuring
with-
things out.
I could roll with that.
Yeah, just make sure throughout the week you hear something interesting, you see something cool, take a note. Maybe you're at a Subway and someone spills their drink. Let's talk about that.
Okay, we can't. Should we use me when I? Because that's a very toxic thing. I'm trying to avoid.
If it comes up naturally, also for the audience, they're wondering what does Daniel mean by that. It's a thing we've been doing recently. Where, for example, I say me when I punch Daniel, and it's just like I upload a GIF of me punching someone. It's just kind of a dumb phrase we use now, and we're trying to minimize it.
It's crazy because I was the one who actually like brought it onto the server.
Yeah, it's like a virus you just brought in.
It's
But,
basically like meme font. Like a lot of meme fonts start off with me when I like shove my entire fist into a blender. It's like a picture of like a banana being turned into a smoothie or something.
Gus, shut up.
What's he saying?
He's breathing into the mic like a freaking. It's like.
Little baby bunking bunkers.
Man's got a breath, call me Jorge.
Man's got a breath, call me Jorge. Yo, get out of here, bro. That's actually racist. That is actually racist, Gus. You're actually being racist, Gus.
Oh, was that a George Floyd? Guys,
Yeah,
George
yeah.
Floyd. Gus,
Get him
what's
out of
going
here.
on YouTube? Gus, what's
Gus.
going on YouTube?
There's actually a podcast going on YouTube, Gus.
Gus, tell me right now. You want me to cut that out? I cut that out for you. I could
Yeah,
save you. I could save your reputation, Gus. Just tell me right now. I
Yeah,
cut that.
Gus. Be really careful what you say, dude.
I was that right. You know, I like Gus's confidence. I think Gus is uncancelable. Yeah, see, it's edgy. It's edgy. Kids love the edgy humor.
Well, he's got nothing to post. There's nothing to cancel. What are they gonna cancel? Persona music?
They're gonna cancel the Arabic cat dancing. Because that's still my favorite video. Like I know that's like your original thing that you made. So I think it's a really well crafted video. I'll post that in the description. Check it out. I will not link to Daniel's channel, but I will link to Gus's channel. I'm sorry, Daniel. This is just kind of how business goes.
Understandable.
Yeah. See, you know, Gus paid the fee.
Gus was late. Gus was late.
Yeah, but who's putting money in my pocket? Okay. You know, it's kind of so it all comes down here to, you know. Dude, I freaking bought some Subway cookies today.
Oh, those go hard actually.
They do. Like, I didn't even get a sandwich there. I just walked in and was like, can I just like some freaking cookies?
They're like what, $2?
No, they're 89 cents. 89 cents.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I guess that's actually really good.
And they're pretty chunky, pretty tasty. I feel bad for the lady. I feel like that Subway never gets any attention. Like the one time someone comes in, it's like, oh, I guess get a cookie.
Well, isn't it like in a really obscure spot?
It's just downtown, like the corner of the alley. It's just like there's like a bunch of homeless people around it. It's just not like a welcoming area of the city. But I was by the bus stop, and I just the bus was taking forever. And it's like, you know what? I want a Subway cookie. I haven't had one in like years. So I just went in. I was gonna get one, but they were 89 cents, so I got two.
Have you ever been there like during a lunch rush?
No, I mean that was the first time I've ever been to that Subway. Frankly, I always see it when I go to the bus. But like, I gave her like the fattest tip.
How much you give her?
I gave her 20% of what I paid.
Prick.
$2. It was
20
20% of $2.
Gave her the tip.
What do you say?
Gave her the tip of this.
Oh, gave her the tip. Okay, let me see. 10 J King Queen Ace. Guys, I just got it straight. Radiant Weep Geniuses. What the fuck? Gug?
For those of you who can't see, Gus and Daniel just tied it just straight.
Also, we're playing poker right now, guys. This is where we got the topic for gambling. Okay. How are you guys doing with school?
Bad.
Really? Gug?
Bad.
Shit.
How are you doing,
Well,
Dabu?
It's okay. I wouldn't say I'm doing good either.
I mean, you know, word on the street is you're gonna graduate soon.
I am actually. I am about to graduate this semester, actually. There's a chance of me not actually graduating because I need to turn in some calculators, and I just haven't done it yet.
That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, imagine passing all your classes, then forgetting to turn in the calculator they gave you.
I think that happened to me once. When I was going from 4th to 5th grade, like I forgot to bring a library book, and they almost held me back for that.
No way.
Yeah, I was like, well, it's just a library book. Like,
How much was the book?
it was like $10.
Did you get paid for it?
Yeah, I did not want to pay for it. Like, you know how much $10 was back then for like a 4th grader?
Yeah, $10 was actually a lot back then. Inflation's like really killing us right now.
It like $100 now used to be $10.
Like, what was the minimum wage back in like freaking 2005?
7.
Was it actually?
I don't know. I never worked back then. I was 5.
Yeah, it's like minimum wage is now $15, guys. Minimum wage is now $15. If you are working minimum wage, your average wage is gonna be like around like freaking, I want to say $36,000 a year. If you're working 40 hours, that's like I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. This also means that prices are gonna go up, and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I don't really care, man. Like, I'm chilling.
It's just giving me the idea that money just becomes more and more meaningless. Like at least our currency. Jesus, you won?
I think just like as you get older, your money compass expands. Does that make sense?
Okay, I
Your
get
money
that. I get that.
range.
As you're getting older, yeah, you're gonna work. You're gonna get more money from it. The problem that I have with this is that our money is becoming weaker. I want to say there it is. Our currency is becoming weaker.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true, right? Inflation or whatever.
Like look at Valenzuela. Look at freaking Valenzuela.
Well, you don't compare yourself to Venezuela.
Shut up. I mean, it's it used to be a place. It used to be an actual place. The people actually considered that a place to move.
It's still a place.
It
It's just that their money's worth less than monopoly money. What's the big deal?
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine your money being less than a schment. People are legitimately using bread to use as currency now over there, dude. They're using bread as currency.
I mean, I call it dough every year. What's a bit different,
I don't know. I guess it's for me. It's like I've been thinking of moving to Oregon a lot lately, but I think I want to move to Europe now. Not only because of their healthcare system is one of the best in the world, but because it's stronger. It's stronger than the U.S. dollar.
Again, I think it's all relative.
Really.
I mean, it's stronger, but I feel like they might end up paying more for stuff over there. I don't know.
They don't pay tax. I hope you know they don't pay as much taxes as we do here.
I guess I'm just assuming. I don't know. I'm just like that. It's gonna hit them somewhere, and I don't know where. I haven't done my research, so I don't want to talk about this. Maybe I'm completely wrong here.
It ultimately has to do with their money management. They can manage it a lot better than us. They're actually putting their money into the healthcare system while we're putting it inside a freaking a war zone.
Hey, when World War III comes around, think about it.
Yeah, we'll get drafted.
Break my toe. I'll be called out.
I think even if you break your toe, you could still work in the military, but you will not leave because of it. Also, freak you guys talk. You're being a fool.
Guys, keep up.
He gave up?
I was just assuming. I don't know.
He doesn't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I think when we start calling him racist, he
immediately backed off.
Yeah, he's like, I can say nothing.
Me when I cancelled myself.
That's genius.
Yo, they can't cancel if you can't. That's right. That is classic Gus move.
Yeah, like little known fact about Gus for the audience, he's kind of like a genius. He's the next Albert Einstein. Like every time I need like help with math or something, I call up Gus and he's like, he already has the answer.
Yeah, I'm like, Gug, I need some help.
Yeah, and he's like, what, problem 42? You're still there?
Probably whose party is it?
What's up?
Whose party is it?
Lizzie. She's the lady who talked to me like a round or two ago.
Oh, your landlord.
My housemate. It's her birthday tomorrow.
Oh, you guys celebrating early?
Yeah, because I think one of her friends' birthday is today, so they decided to do like a double party kind of thing.
Do you think? Or what do you think about that?
About double parties?
Yeah.
I think they are cost efficient and fun.
Yeah, but I think that makes your special day less special.
I think depends. Like I think if you get 2 cakes, it's fine.
Okay. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Oh, okay. Daniel, when he bases all of his freaking life knowledge on like Cody. Go ahead,
No,
Danny.
I mean,
Yeah, you sound like you lost
Hey.
steam there. What happened?
my Switch is sounding like a generator right now.
When is it not?
I mean, I'm under 2 blankets right now. My Switch is just yelling as hard as it can.
Yeah, you can't do that.
What do you mean?
The Switch will overheat, and you will no longer have a Switch.
Them's the breaks. Oh well.
And like the funny thing is, like tomorrow when your Switch like doesn't work anymore, I don't think you're gonna be this cheery about it. You're gonna be complaining to me the whole day.
Alright.
Saying how you're done with gaming.
Ironically enough, this has happened more than once.
Yeah, that's why. Everything is patterns, ain't it?
It's just a loop, a constant loop. I have to break it.
Gotta get back.
Back to the past. Bow to up. Back to the past, Samurai Jack. Boom, 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 boom.
You're a fool for a clearing.
I'm not trying to let you win. Anyone else got twos in their hand? That's what I thought. Gus, finish him off.
The audience can't see this, but the animal goes are teaming on me and president, even
Shut
though I'm
the
in third
fuck
place.
up.
So it's I don't know why they're doing this. Like if you listen to the call, I've been nothing but kind to them, but I'm in third place and they're teaming against me. Like I'm not mad. You know, I'm just these are just
Just
facts.
disappointed. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Like I'm not even. I'm just saying facts right now. Like, this is what's going on. Can't change it. Wish I could.
I wish things were different. But I'm starting to see things a lot more clearly now. And I won. I won.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's the 8 clear. Still in third place. Oh, actually. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, you're not making it back.
Oh, this fool.
No way.
Alright, I got second place.
You have anything to say for yourself, Gus? Last place.
Oh yeah, he Gus did get last place.
I did nothing wrong.
Yeah, tell it to the judge.
Yeah, I guess you're canceled. They just accepted it. Like, can't be saved. There's no second chances. But yeah, this has been Oh wait, we still don't have a
Podcast
name.
zero?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we gotta.
podcast
We should
negative
figure out
one.
a name by tonight. Figure out a name by tonight.
But like, do you want to name it like right now or like after the show?
Well, let's call it Mnemonics Podcast.
No,
God.
too fancy.
Gus, you have a name for us?
He's typing.
Three Guys Podcast.
Such a generic name. Get him out of here.
I kind of like the simplicity. I kind of like it. Let me
Three
do it.
guys.
Three Guys Podcast. Oh, wait, Gus, that name's taken. Gus, that name is so simple. It's already taken. The Three Guys Podcast. Rick. How about the Two Guys and One Robot Podcast?
Oh.
No,
Two and a half
Gus.
men? 2.5? No.
2 and a. I think it's Two Guys and a Bot. Two Guys and a Bot Podcast.
No, hold up. I think we can come up with something better. Try 3, tres,
The Try Guys.
okay, frick. What do you do?
Speechless the podcast.
That's kind of ironic, Gus.
Wait. What do you say to him?
Speechless podcast?
Speechless. Let me do some research really quick. Gus, name's already taken. Gus, that name's already taken too. For the podcast. Man, it's hard to come up with an original name, isn't it?
Tre. So 3. So tre in Italian is tre. We can work with this.
Or let's see, we could even take the first letters of our names. JDG.
Unoriginal the podcast.
Unoriginal? Is that what you said? Unoriginal? Okay, Gus, the unoriginal podcast is taken. The unoriginal. Gus, every day.
What do you say?
He said the unoriginal podcast, or unoriginal the podcast, but I mean, I guess it's different, but it's so close. I don't know.
We could figure out something really catchy, really witty.
The witty podcast.
Conti, no. Conti cast, no.
No, fully cool. I don't want any outside media reference because we are our own media.
Okay,
We are our own
okay.
company. We are an original entity in the space.
Before we leave, we have to figure a name out. We all have to agree with it. I don't care if it takes us till 12. We're gonna figure it out right now.
We still at 5 today.
Doesn't matter. We have to figure something out.
God.
Okay, things I like.
Unmute podcast.
Unmute podcast.
Unmute podcast. Thanks. Gus, the Unmute podcast is already a thing.
No, wait. Are you actually
It is.
serious?
I feel like you just have to make up your own original word at this point. It's every word that you could think of that is related to audio has probably already been used. So just no audio related things.
Immoral podcast? No.
The ethically immoral podcast is a thing.
God.
I feel like this could be its own episode, just us looking for a name.
The Musketeers.
Yeah, when he makes the most generic freaking.
Hey, you never know. Let's see through it. Three Musketeers podcast. Oh, all right, guys. There are 7 Musketeer-related podcasts.
We're not choosing Musketeer podcast. This is the most generic one he said.
Trinity podcast.
Trinity
That
podcast?
is a good one. Trinity's actually pretty good.
It is, but is it taken? Trinity podcast. The Trinity podcast is already taken by a church.
Yeah, the Trinity Church. I bet.
Yeah.
The Triangle podcast.
I like all the 3
Okay.
triangle podcasts.
Yeah. Okay. Also, the problem here is that I think 3 is not going to be the case because sometimes I feel like we're gonna have a guest star.
Well, we'll just call those like the triangle plus 1 or whatever.
Okay, +1 is cool.
There is not the triangle podcast. Like, there's a podcast called The Triangle. It's not the Triangle Podcast, but it is called The Triangle.
The Basement.
Triple.
The Basement?
Over the basement sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, even though we're not in the basement, but that could be a joke. The Basement Podcast.
Basic. Basement.
The Basement Podcast is a thing.
No way.
Yes, they talk about Ready Player 1. Or Ready Player 2.
God.
What?
Tray talk? Tray is a card. Tray is a card or a deck. So tray,
Like TRE?
Trey, is tray.
Trey Talk is a podcast.
Of course it is.
Hosted by
it
Trey
is.
Weston. The Javier
Jeez,
Podcast.
they're not making this easy.
Javier Podcast is not taken. Guys, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go with the Javier Podcast. It's just
Shut up, we're not going with the Javier podcast.
Rick, you have a Daniel Podcast is already taken.
I'm down for Daniel podcast though.
Daniel Podcast is the damn Daniel Podcast.
I hate that. I freaking hate that.
There also is just called a podcast just called Daniel. It's not the Daniel Podcast. The podcast is just called Daniel.
Oh, okay, what is the other one from
Oh gosh, I did not do that. Was way too fast. The Guilty Podcast. Let's see.
the conglomerate?
Kind of like that.
Guilty.
Guilty
Podcast in 4K.
Podcast in 4K. Gus, believe it or not, that is free. No one has taken that name yet. All right, we're gonna be podcast in 4K.
Mongrel podcast.
Can you please object to this?
I object. I don't want that.
I think it's funny. I for sure think it's a funny name. Podcast, it's like, podcast 4K, podcast 4K. So very clever, Gus. The Guilty Podcast also is free because there's one called the Guilty Feminist Podcast, but there's no just the Guilty Podcast. My only issue with it is, are we guilty?
Are they guilty in their podcast?
Oh, why is it called a guilty podcast? Are we guilty? We're talking about guilty subject. Me when I podcast.
No, we're not using that. We're trying to not
Please,
use that.
please. That's actually I love that so much. Me when I podcast.
Me when I podcast.
Or it can even be we when I podcast, but it's not taken. Me when I podcast is not taken. Gus likes
Me
it.
when I podcast.
Me when I
See,
podcast.
I like it, but I feel like we could. Fuck it. We're going with me when I podcast.
Okay, you could either do it to we when I podcast, but that's kind of weird.
Me when we podcast. Me when I podcast. That's good. That's good.
So are we doing me or we?
Up to Gus.
We when I or we when we podcast. But I guess that does change it though, doesn't it? That does change the original phrase. Me when I.
Okay, let's stick to me one day.
Okay. Me when we podcast, or it could just be me when we podcast.
Me when we podcast. I like me when I.
Me when I. The me when I.
Yeah.
The me when I podcast. You could say it fast like that. Be one big bird.
Me when we. I know we can tell one. I know we can tell me.
Yeah, everyone's typing now. I think we might be sold on me when I'll check for you. Those Guys podcast. The Those Guys podcast is taken. All right, I'm sold on me when I think initially it'll start broken up, and then maybe over time it'll just become one word as you say it every week for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I really like how I spelled it too.
Which one?
Me. The second one.
The me when I.
Yeah.
So Gus, any objections to that?
I like the name, Gus. I like the name. It's growing on me.
I mean, Gus said he likes it too, but I'm just making sure that now, after hearing us say it 50 times, that he's still on board with me when I.
Welcome back to the Me When I podcast.
Welcome back to the Me When I podcast.
Gus, you gotta text something, dude. We can't read your mind here.
Now we have to end every podcast with, I'm not gonna lie, that was definitely me when I podcast.
That's good. That is actually really good. What the fuck?
Stupid, that's what it is.
It's good. It's catchy. I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely me when I podcast.
I'm down for it. Okay. Gus,
Yeah,
I hope you're not just saying that because me and Daniel are I'm hoping you're actually down for it. And 10
You're
years
entitled to your own
down,
opinions.
you quit the podcast, you have an interview, and they ask, do you actually like the name? You're like, no, I never liked it from day one.
Yeah, Gus, you have to agree. It's either you like it or you don't. You know, we'll make another one. We'll make another one.
Yeah, Gus, because you seem sad. You seem very sad on this information.
Yeah, just because you're down doesn't mean you're freaking down for
Are
it.
you down sad, or are you down I'm down? You know?
Are you down bad podcast? Let's go, lads.
The Down Bad podcast is taken by Bernie, Mike, and Alex.
No way.
Another trio. A lot of trios in the podcast scene, aren't there?
Better luck next time, Gus.
The Overhyped podcast. Survey says.
Oh, I disagree. I do not like it.
The Third Rates podcast. The Overrated podcast is a thing. Not overhyped. Similar.
Can you rename Kid Javier?
I could.
Okay, rename him Conti though. And put the image of a TV man.
I can't do that, but I could rename it Conde. Okay, well, we did it. We're at an hour 24, and it'll probably be cut down.
Gus agreed with me when
I mean, he just keeps saying I'm down for it. I like it. I'm not hearing I love it. I'm not hearing this is this is great.
Yeah,
but he's
it grows
accepting
on
it at least. Rafflecast, and let's see, Rafflecast. There's the Rafflecopter podcast. There's not specifically a podcast called the Rafflecast.
Keep on making ideas, Gus. I'll agree with him or not.
Yeah, me when I'm already sold. But if Gus could possibly say something that is original, fresh, and amazing.
No, Gus already came up with those. But he could if he could come up with something better. You know, it's 2-1 right now.
A lot of the ones, 90% of the ones Gus named, they're already taken. which it makes sense because the podcasting, like I don't even know what we're getting into the podcasting. It's the most freaking oversaturated market in the industry.
Is it? Is it actually?
Literally, like all you need is a mic, dude. Like everybody needs a podcast. Let's see.
How you need like an editing system? You need an editing system, a little platform to record it on.
What's uploaded wrong?
What are you gonna put, like a blank screen?
Questionable podcast. That's questionable, and questionable the podcast. Wait. There is a small podcast called the Questionable Podcast on Facebook.
I think honestly, I want to try to research more about this. I'm gonna see if I could really get into the podcast scene and see what many people are doing.
Out of Touch podcast. I like that one, Gus. I do like that one. I'm
You're
afraid that might be
out of. I'm out of time.
the Out of Touch
Yeah.
podcast is a thing. I'm sorry, Gus.
No way.
I think any popular song title is going to be a podcast. Me When I Podcast. Me When I Podcast.
I'm down for it.
It's
Also, Gus is not using text to speech, so I cannot hear him.
yeah. It's just because when it's just one word, I think it's easy to miss. He's out of ideas.
He's out of ideas. Oh, okay. So, I think. Is this it? Are we naming it?
Yeah, I'm out of ideas.
There you go. Frick us. He's the freaking bot.
Yeah, freak you, Gus. Use a bot. I can't hear you. I'm not gonna read the chat.
The Brain Dead
Okay.
podcast is Gus's last suggestion. They
I'm gonna
says, the Brain Dead podcast is taken by Larry and TJ. They talk about zombies.
No way. That sounds cool, actually.
Yeah, that's a good name for it. And I think Me When I Podcast is a good name. I think it's broad. We're not stuck to a specific genre. We are not beholden to anything. We are just podcasting. Frick the podcast. Gus, are you saying the name is Frick the podcast?
Frick the podcast. Don't mind if I do. I think this podcast is gonna be good for me. It makes me want to talk for longer. If I could do this, I could talk for longer in my videos too.
Gus, I think that name is free.
We are going to be using Frick a lot.
We'll leave it up to the audience to vote. Me When I Podcast or Frick the podcast?
What audience? We got like one viewer.
I don't know. Maybe our friends and gamers will watch it.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. So Frick the podcast or Me When I really like Me When I, honestly. I think even then it's still like a three vote, So you could vote on it. I don't want to vote on Frick the podcast. Like, it's a good name. It's a good name. I don't want to vote for it though. I want Me When I.
I mean, I personally, I do like both names, but I do like Me When I, because I say Me When I want.
Gus, Gug.
IG.
IG. I'm sorry, Gus. I think it's a good name.
Gus, we'll see. 10 years from now, this will all be good. This will all be worth it.
10 years from now, he's gonna be like, "What do you think of the name?" He's like, "Oh man, I fucking hated it. Even though I was the one who hated it."
Oh, Gus says he likes both. Gus says he likes both.
Oh, okay. Is this it? Are we?
I mean, I'm still recording. I don't know when I should stop recording.
Are we? Is this the official name?
As of now, it could change. Again, this isn't a podcast. -1. A lot could change between now and the actual premiere. Okay, Gus saying good night. So he's done.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Do text to speech. Say Me When I log off or something. How are we gonna end this?
I'm not gonna lie, this is defiantly Me When I Podcast.
All right.
Defiantly me. Is it? You mean to say defiantly or definitely?
Has left the channel.
Did you mean to say defiantly or definitely?
I think definitely was misspelled.
Okay, respell it for definitely.
Should I do another take?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Take it away, bot.
I'm not gonna lie, this is defiantly Me When I Podcast.
Defiantly? You misspelled it. You're a fool.
How do you spell definitely?
Let me spell it. Right.
I spelled it right. Okay. Take 3. Take it away, bot. Oh, cool down.
Trick you.
All right, take 4. And action.
I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely me when I podcast.
Whoa, is that our famous ending line?
I'm not
Alright.
gonna lie. This is definitely me when I podcast.
I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely me when I podcast.